Okay, so let's do Bigger Splash, sort of loose remake of 1969 La Piscine with Tilda Swinton, who is in typically impressive form. She's a sort of former rock diva, now rendered silent by some throat problems, throat surgery. She is getting away from it all on an Italian island, Pantelleria, and she's there with Paul Matthias Schoenaerts, who is her boyfriend. They are enjoying a sort of paradisal retreat until, out of nowhere, up props Rafe finds is Harry, an old flame and an insufferable motormouth, who turns up with a young woman who may or may not be his recently discovered daughter, and it immediately becomes apparent that he is there not only to disrupt the tranquility of the proceedings, but also to win Marianne back. Here's a clip.
I was angry with you. Yeah, I know I was slutting around, but you took everything so hard, and now look what I've done. I've thrown you this square. Yeah, he's square, Marianne. He's a square bear. He's all cuddly and built for hibernating with. And he's stuck.
I will always be grateful to you for Paul.
How are you dealing with this? What if it doesn't come back? No, it might not come back. Have you thought about that? It's your life. Your voice is your life. No doubt you're just reinventing yourself again, aren't you? Is wearing your mother's clothes that reinvention? I don't think so. Anyway, I suppose you'll have your mummy phase and I'll have my daddy phase. But one way or another, we're just going to grow old together, aren't we?
I'm happy, Harry. Can you stand now?
As I said, Tilda Swinton whispering there because unable to use her voice. Apparently that was a decision that was made by Tilda Swinton herself when she was talking to the director, who's the director of I Am Love. She said, firstly, I think the character was originally an actress, and she said it's more interesting if she's a musician. And secondly, isn't it more interesting if she can't talk? Whereas Harry is this kind of motor mouth, never stops talking, constantly on, constantly aggravating. She can't. And I think that does work well. On the plus side, what we get is four very good performers put together in this kind of sort of Sartrean environment in which they are all hell for each other. And although they're in this sort of, great big sort of spacious, scenic environment, they're essentially in a villa tearing each other apart. And this is done with a sense of cruel fun. And there is there are pleasures to be had in watching these, I have to say, fairly insufferable and fairly annoying people being fairly insufferable and fairly annoying. There is also, and this is most people who are interested in the film will know about this already, there is also a lengthy sequence in which Rafe Fiennes dances and sings along to the Rolling Stones in a manner which can only be described as unusual when one bears in mind you'll never look at He Who Must Not Be Named ever again, having seen him. Voldemort.
Yes, I know who Voldemort is, and I know who you're...
So Rafe does his whole Mick Jagger around the swimming pool and the thing, and it goes on for quite a long time. I mean, funnily enough, it goes on for longer perhaps than it entirely should do. The film is less certain when it looks beyond the navels of the central four characters, and I think you have to have a certain amount of patience for them. I did find that it raised that issue that I often have, which is if you have a movie in which you don't actually like anybody in it, how much can you engage? And what you do is that you engage in it in a way which is kind of slightly arch. And I thought the performances were really, really great. I thought the film itself was fine. I thought it required a degree of a leap of faith in being centrally involved in and caring about these characters that perhaps I didn't. I mean, my problem was a lot of the time it was just like they're very annoying people and they're very annoying. That said, they are played very, very well, and the film is made with brio, and clearly with the performers who incidentally have all been asked to go back because the director is now doing a remake of Argento's Suspiria, and apparently he's asked the central four members of the cast to all come back for Suspiria because he enjoyed working with them so much. So fine and worth it for Tilda Swinton and Rafe Fiennes doing the Rolling Stones.